Right, hello everyone. Right, I've got this pump back in place. It's been a right chow on. Replaced all the hoses, the leak off hoses to the injectors because there was a leak there. Plenty of nut and bolts. Well, two. Hang on, there was one nut and a washer fell down into the engine bay. Lost forever. That's a problem with this engine. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with anything. I don't think it will. But it hasn't dropped out the bottom anyway. God, I bloody hate that. It's just a network of behind the solenoid of the starter. Oh, just there's a whole warren of pipes and that down there. Just one that's just fallen behind it. I've lost a nut before behind there, and you can't get it back. Fortunately, I had surgery, and that was that. But so yeah, we're just about to plug this back in. I've actually, since the video, I've been swapped a few cases around. I washed the case that was already in this, cleaned it up, and then realised actually there was a few rubber feet missing off it. And I thought the case that was already in here, the new one that I bought, the replacement rather, it was actually in better shape, so I've used this case. Looked at the pump. Actually, that one edge that I thought was on the pump, on the compression, I don't know what you'd call it, spring, a bit like you'd get on an oil seal ring on a piston. It wasn't as one as it looked. It was just some grease making the look thinner. So actually that's still in good shape. The tube compressed well, replaced the O-rings in it and that. So just a valve blocking to wire it up. So there's quite a few clips as well left to go, and the hoses there. So I'll push them all back in. Oh, there we go. Push them back in. Get them all sorted, all wired back up, and hopefully with any luck it should fill up with air much quicker, because it was quite slow before. So I think the old pump must be letting quite a bit of air back through the system. But anyway, that's it for now. Lovely weather. It was really foggy and gloomy yesterday, so I had to put most of the work off. But then I'll get on with the D bushes underneath. And I'll have to take the wheels off as well and get the drop links replaced. Still plenty to do. I've got to replace the coolant in the engine. What else? Oh yes, there's the suspension shock absorbers to replace. So I've got all four of them to go back on. And there's a drag link and a track rod assembly that I'm not going to put back on. A garage is going to put back on and line the wheels for us. Apparently the wheels are going to toe out by 1 to 2 millimeters either side of the front. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in a bit, and I'll show you what this is like when it's fired up. It'll probably not work. That'll be the news. Anyway, see you in a second. Right, here we go. If all goes well, I don't know how long it'll take. A little bit while. Let's pump some air into the system. Actually, there's a electronic air suspension fault, so it probably won't rise anyway. So I'll probably have to put the kicker in. 1 second. Oh, that was going to be a close one. I was about to just lose me rack. I was just getting sick and tired of it. I may still do it yet. The pump wasn't. I could put my hand on the pump and it wasn't moving. But then I thought, oh god, here we go. It's all wired up properly. It's all the hoses are in properly. What's going on? And the EAS fault was beep 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 beep, and I had to kick her in. I tried to override it, but no, it wasn't having it. So I thought, oh, there must be a serious fault. So I thought, oh, what now? So I unplugged some of the things. Had a couple of wires were a little bit nipped, so geez, I hope they haven't bloody broken. And now the pump's going anyway now, but I hope it's reliable and not unreliable. So if I close this bonnet, hopefully it should start to rise. Although I doubt it. It's going to do something else. I just know this car now. Here we go. Let it get some air in its system. Don't actually know what it's doing in there. Might have to restart the car. Yep, electronic air suspension fault. So they're going to keep doing it. Now it's not doing it as many times as it did last time. It was just constant. What's that reading on there? That's just flashing. Right, we'll tell you what, might try the kicker one more time and we'll see. I still know there's a problem with that right height sensor at the back. It must be that one. So, and that must be the wires to it. Something else has been replaced. Here we go. One more time. It's green. Right, we'll go. Ah, right, okay. Let's have a look. Are you going to bleep that is? Yeah, what you doing there? Nope. Third time's the charm. Oh, come on. You're just not going to here. No. Right. I knew it. Never mind. I don't know what's up with it now. But I'll have a look and I'll get back to you. Right. Ironically, eventually I did get working. And it's working fine in terms of blowing the air up in the tyres, and not in the tyres, in the suspension. Managed to eventually get around the ESA fault. The pump's working lovely. The valve block must be working fine. The reason that it's lowered at the front there is just because it's leveled itself out. That's actually a good sign, because this ground's quite sloping, which is clever. So, but ironically, I'm going to need to be under the car at the front there. But there is still, it's still wanting to go to its maximum ride height. Once you put it in its maximum ride height, it'll stop. It's a little orange light that stays constant for a bit, and then it starts flashing again, indicating it's still wanting to go higher. Perhaps it just wants to fly, who knows. But yeah, I think it has to be, like I said before, that rear ride height sensor. I don't know, could be, I don't know if it's a cable, or it might be the cable. I do need my brother to come across with his diagnostics to get that on and see what the problem is. But there we go, that's the update, so at least it's working now. It's all plugged in. But until the next time, probably doing the rubber D bushes underneath. And I've got the steering damper to put on as well. But that's next time. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Anyway, ciao for now. Right then, so ultimately the car has got us here. The suspension is working now. I think it was because it just needed to get up to its initial height, so the calibration was off. But the computers just didn't recognise it, so probably put it down to a fault. So it stopped the pump running and everything, but now the pump has been running since I had the bonnet open. It did manage to get us here, so fortunately that's worked. So it's just, I suppose it's just proof I've actually got here. But there we go anyway. So another job done and dusted. Champion.